So, hi there. If you're on holiday, happy holidays. If you are celebrating the Christmas period, happy Christmas period. And if you're going to be celebrating New Year, happy New Year. If you're not, just happy. And if you're not happy, productive. And if you're not productive, just surviving. Surviving's good. So I think sometimes when we make changes, when we want to make changes to our teaching, a good time is when we are away from the classroom, be it for, a day, a weekend, a week, or a longer vacation. Because it's easier when we come back to the classroom. It's easier to get it in perspective sometimes when we have a bit of downtime, I think. I'm not really presenting you with a resolution. I'm presenting you today with a suggestion in the form of an analytic question to ask yourself. And the question is, which you may wish to ask yourself when you start back, if indeed you are on a break, or at any time. The question is, what am I doing in the classroom as the teacher that my students could be doing? That is, what more could they be doing? Now, people who've followed the channel may have, this may sound familiar, but we know that students learn by doing. They learn by doing much more than by being told. And doing in the language classroom is often speaking. So the more they get to do, the more they get to speak, the more they will learn. What am I doing that my students could be doing? For example, going over exercises, giving the answers. If I'm doing that, could my students be doing it? Checking each other's work, could the students be doing that? Asking each other questions, timing each other on memorization or recall tasks, testing each other, writing tests for each other, listening to each other read even, and giving each other advice on pronunciation or identifying together, presenting to each other, being each other's audiences, all of these things. Now, I'm not saying do them all if you don't do any of them. I'm saying just maybe, pick one area and work on it. Obviously, it's always sort of small steps. That may require you to create groups, create extra roles. So it may require some logistical sort of adjustments as well. But they do have the energy. They have the energy. The default approach in the last century, the century before, is really to try to suppress that energy, to sit on that energy, control the class's energy and control what they do by limiting their range of activity. We can work better if we harness that energy and we harness it towards our teaching goals. And then life gets easier for the teacher as well, because we're not fighting the students. We're not fighting to suppress what they want to do or their activity. We're actually working with it. Strength and energy with your teaching. By the way, that idea and more come from, you guessed it, Understanding Teenagers in the ELT Classroom, a handbook which I think every teacher's room should have. So if you are a coordinator, a school owner, a department head, you may want to make this book available for your teachers, but remember, they will need to take it home and have a read of it. It's not a book to dip into and dip out 10 minutes before a lesson. So you either need several copies, or you need to have some sort of sign up where people can take it home for a month, 2 months, 3 months, read it, let the ideas drip feed into their classes, and then put it back on the shelves. And finally, yes, happy Christmas indeed. If you do celebrate Christmas, I'm going to be growing my own tree. I might have shown you this in previous years. It's taken me a couple of years to get round to it, but I am actually going to try to grow my own Christmas tree. I think it's some crystals that I'm going to be growing on this, around this sort of Christmas tree frame with a little star. So hopefully next clip you'll see the fruits of my crystal growing efforts. Great stuff. Cheers, people. Till next time.